this is non-experimental research part 1. Kung meron mo part. Kung meron mo part 2, diba? Next, non-experimental research. So, kanina, diniscuss natin is experimental research. Ngayon, i-compare natin siya sa non-experimental research by going to roughly kung ano ba talaga, thirdly kung ano ba talaga yung non-experimental research. So, first, let us take in the definition. So, non-experimental research is a way of finding truths about a subject by describing the collected data about such subject and determining their relationship and connections with one another. So, parang qualitative, diba? Parang qualitative din. Kaso, this time, kahit parang siyang qualitative, yung variables niya are measurable. It doesn't mean na non-experimental research siya, qualitative research siya. Because non-experimental research is under quantitative research, pero it deals with both qualitative and quantitative research. Okay? Ano ba yung summary ng definition nito? So, yung non-experimental research, nagko-conclude ka from collected data, from your collected data. So, nakolect mo na. So, wala kang ginagawang experiment. Wala kang ginagawang method to test something. Okay? Meron ka lang data na i-analyze. It determines the relationship and connections. So, i-determine mo yung relationship and connections ng variable mo or ng subject mo through collected data. Walang method of testing. Okay? Next. So, non-experimental research, it is a research that lacks manipulation of independent variable and random assignments of participants to conditions. So, ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Hindi mo makokontrol sa non-experimental research. Wala kang independent variable. Wala kang pwedeng kontrolin. Kasi, yung data mo or yung i-analyze mo is galing sa collected or gathered datas. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-set ng conditions. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-manipulate ng variables. Okay? Yun ang non-experimental research. Pero ang ginagawa mo, you are determining yung correlation, yung interaction, connection, and relationship of variables. Diba? Parang qualitative talaga, pero dito, measurable lahat yan. Okay? So, next, the desire to discover people's thoughts. So, parang qualitative. Views, feelings, and attitude about certain societal issue, object, place, events cause you to use non-experimental research. The variable should be measurable, meaning it can be counted or subjected to scale. So, gumagamit ka pa rin ng math. It can be about single variable rather than statistical relationship between two variable. So, meaning nito is hindi siya cause and effect relationship. Bakit? Wala kang kinokontrol na variable. So, more likely sa non-experimental research, ang tinetest mo is single variable lang. Yung dependent variable lang. Okay? Sulat natin dito meron siyang quality ng qualitative research, qualitative research. So, dito naman meron siyang quantitative quality. So, sa non-experimental, meron siyang quali and quantitative approach. Okay? Pinagsama. Next, sabi niya, it can be non-causal statistical relationship between variables. So, hindi siya cause and effect. Okay? Pero, pwede siyang causal. It can be causal relationship. But, yung independent variable mo, hindi mo mamamanipulate. Or yung participants mo, hindi mo maa-assign sa certain conditions. Okay, maliwanag. Pwede siyang causal relationship, makikita mo yung effect or makaka-conclude ka ng effect, pero sa gathered data mo lang dahil hindi ka pwede mag-control ng variable mo, wala kang independent variable, and hindi mo pwedeng iset yung conditions sa participants mo. Okay? So, ulit natin kahit naka-summarize na para mas maintindihan nyo. So, X control sa independent variable and wala ka din control sa condition of participants. It can be about what it's like to have an experience. Okay. It collects data through, so ito yung mode ng pag-collect ng data mo. Makinig ha, survey, observation, historical studies, case studies, documentary analysis. Okay. Kung makikita nyo, walang experiment dyan. Wala kayong tinetest. Kasi through survey lang. Through observation lang din. Through historical studies. Through case studies na nagawa na dati. Documentary analysis na nagawa na dati. Ibig sabihin, i-collect mo na lang sila. Again, no experiments. No clinical trials. Okay, next. Characteristics of non-experimental research. Number 1, it is incapable of establishing cause and effect relationship. Kaya ganun sabi ko dati, dahil di mo makokontrol si independent variable. Pwede kang mag-establish ng causal relationship, pero yun nga, wala kang control sa independent variable. If it takes place in conjunction with other experimental, quasi-experimental research. Number 2, it involves ways of data analysis. Ano ba yung ways? 3 ways ng data analysis. Primary. Ano yung primary? Siya yung galing sa researcher. Sila yung data na na-collect ng researcher. Analysis of data collected by the researcher himself. Okay? Si researcher ang galing kay researcher yung data. Secondary. Palitan natin yung color. Secondary. Examination of data collected by other people. So, ito, by other people. It is a data collected by other people. Paano mo ito makukuha? Through other research. Mga surveys from other research. Meta-analysis. Ano naman yan? Familiar ba kayo dyan sa meta-analysis? Meta-analysis is analysis of data expressed numerically. So, makakakita kayo ng mga researches na meron statistical data, and yun yung i-compare mo. Okay? So, meaning, yung both ng secondary and meta-analysis galing sa ibang tao. Ang primary lang ang galing sa researcher. So, let natin from other people, other researchers. Next, it uses research method that is applicable to both quantitative and qualitative. So, meron siyang quality ng quantitative and qualitative data, as I have discussed earlier. Kanina lang, kakasabi ko lang, meron siyang qualitative and quantitative quality. It collects data through survey. So, sinabi na natin yan. Observation, historical studies, case studies, documentary analysis. Something na hindi mo ginawa, something na hindi siya experiment, hindi siya clinical trials. Data gathering lang talaga sila lahat. Ayan, katulad ng survey, ginather mo. Tawag dyan is primary survey. And then, observation, galing sa'yo. Historical studies, galing sa iba. Documentary studies, galing sa iba. And case studies, galing sa iba din. So, data collection lang. Wala kang ina-experiment. Wala kang ginagawa. Wala kang tinitest. Wala kang method ng pag-test. Okay? Survey. Survey research is a method of research that aims knowing what a big number of people think about some biological issues. So, survey. Saan natin ginagamit ng survey? Sa big group of people. Bakit madami dapat? Kasi para makita na, para magkaroon tayo ng data to analyze. Kasi need ng statistics, diba? Para meron tayong na-analyze. Meron tayong mame-measure. Diba kung naaalala nyo, meron standard population na kailangan kayong or minimum population na need nyong surveyan or gawin or bigyan ng test. Okay? The data it collects from these people serving as representatives or informants. So, anong tawag sa mga sumasagot ng survey? Sila si representative or informants. Explain or describe the societal thoughts, sa kanila galing society's thoughts, attitude, feelings toward social issues. So, ang tawag sa sumasagot sa survey nyo sa research nyo is representatives or informants. Next. Purpose of survey research. Ano ba yung purpose? Bakit tayo nagsisurvey? To obtain information about people's opinions, feelings about an issue. So, self-explanatory para makakuha tayo ng opinions ng iba, experiences ng iba. To identify present condition, needs and problems of people in a short span of time. Tandaan nyo, in a short span of time. Kasi bakit? Sinurvey mo lang sila. So, yung time lang na yun lang yung tinetest mo. Okay? Kaya, importante sa non-experimental research ang take it seeks answer to the problems. So, yan, given. Kaya ka nga nagtatanong para mahanap ka ng sagot. And then, give school official pointers on circular offerings, guidance, counseling service, teacher evaluation, and so on. So, basically, dyan sila ginagamit. Strengths of survey research. It is versatile and it can tackle any issue. Kasi dahil survey siya or written survey, pinapasagutan mo siya, pwede kang gumawa ng madaming set of questions na syempre dapat significant sa research mo. Number 2, it is efficient. It is not costly in terms of money and time. Efficient, not costly in terms of money and time. Why? Kasi papel lang yung gagastusin mo and utak mo. Tapos bibigyan mo lang sa tao. Wala kang experiment, wala kang gagawin na wala kang itetest. So, kukuha lang ng opinion ng iba. Okay, experiences ng iba. Sagot sa mga tanong through your informants. Number 3, generality. It can get good sample. Number 4, it provides confidentiality, safeguarding of privacy, and anonymity of respondents. So, it provides confidentiality, yun nga, na kung nakasagot na kayo ng survey from other researcher from college or sa mga dati nyong seniors, nung juniors pa kayo, makikita nyo doon, makikita nyo sa research nila, di ba, yung confidentiality statement. Kung in other words, sinasabi lang naman nila doon na lahat ng sasagot mo dito, ikikip nila as confidential or hindi nila hindi nila ikakalat sa iba. Pwede din kapag sumasagot kayo ng survey, hindi nyo bigay yung pangalan nyo kasi confidentiality. Okay? Pero syempre kung age, social demographics, very helpful yun sa mga researcher kasi they can compare yung demographics sa effect din ng hinahanap nila na sagot. Okay? Anonymity, yun na yun. Being anonymous or hindi ka kilala. Next is ethical standards. Sa ethical standards, sa paggawa ng survey, meron tayong ethical standards. Ano yun? Avoid risk of harming any people. The environment and property of animal. Unlike sa experimental research, gumagamit ka ng kunwari, lab rats. Gumagamit ka ng, in-experiment mo, nag-experiment ka, gumagamit ka ng natural resources or nagtitest ka sa mga tao. Dito, non-experimental, it is less harmful kasi gathering of data lang. Number 2, preserve privacy and confidentiality. Kaya nga ng kanina, kasi meron consent sa inyo plus yung confidentiality statement ng mga researcher. So, dapat nandun yun kung non-experimental research man yung gagawin nyo. 3, do not plagiarize these works of others. So, yun nga, yung pinakauna kong diniscuss sa inyo, plagiarism sa research is a big no-no. Why? Kasi plagiarism is bawal yun. Pwede kayo makulong dun. Tsaka magra-run kami ng test for plagiarism. Meron application dun na magte-test kung plagiarize ba yung research nyo. Huwag nyo gagawin yun ever, guys. Kasi hindi lang kami mag-search ng words sa internet tapos titignan namin kung lalabas yung 4, grant limit authorship or substantial contribution. So, ikaw yun, authorship. And do not twist conclusions. Ito pala, yung grant limit authorship, kung galing mo sa ibang tao, meron kasing mga survey na established na, and need nyo lang yan na ipaalam sa author. So, para sa kung hindi nyo kayo pinaya, syempre kung papayagan nyo kayo, sa inyo na, pero need nyo siyang bigyan ng credit. And then, number 5, twist of conclusion. Do not twist conclusion. So, bawal din yun. Okay? Bawal nagmamagic. Next. Ito, last slide. Types of non-experimental research. Number 1 is descriptive. Number 2 is correlational research. Number 3 is causal comparative method. Ano ba yung tatlong yan? The first is descriptive. It aims to accurately and systematically describe population, situation, or phenomenon. Ito, important ito. It answers questions what, when, where, how. It is also known as cross-sectional study. Tandaan ito, ha? It is also known as cross-sectional study. Kumbaga, one time, big time survey. One time, big time survey. Okay? Paano yun? Ito-test mo sa malaking population yung objective mo or yung tanong mo. Example, kung sino mananalo sa nung presidential election, di ba meron tayong national survey kung sino yung angat, kung sino yung mananalo as president. Yun yung yun yung sample ng descriptive. Ano pa? Example ng what? Kunwari, sa milk tea, bumaba yung sales ng milk tea mo. So, what caused that milk tea to decline? Bakit bumaba yung benta mo ng milk tea? Or ano yung cause? Bakit bumaba yung benta mo ng milk tea? Ano pa? Where? Paano yung naman yung where? Kunwari, saan mo mas makikita, saan part ng state ng United States of America, saan mo mas makikita yung mga Black Americans? It is a one-time, big-time survey. Mostly, yung mga demographics, characteristics, socio-economical, yun yung dun nagpa-fall in yung method na descriptive. Siya yung most ginagamit kapag characteristic, demographics, tsaka socio-economical yung mga tanong mo. It is a one-time, big-time survey. Ayan, ito. Meron nakasulat pala siya. So, it identified characteristics, frequency, trends, correlations, and categories. Next, correlational research. Ito, it attempts to determine the level or strength of two or more quantifiable variables. It does not mean that one variable causes the other. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Meron kang dalawang variables na i-compare. Pwedeng positive association and negative association. So, sulat natin. conclusion mo dito is positive, either positive association or negative association. Example nito is yung correlation ng smoking sa lung cancer. Dami ng studies dito. Correlation ng smoking sa lung cancer, it has a positive association. The more ka nag-smoke, the more kang at risk sa lung cancer. So, yun lang naman. Meron two variable, which is yung smoking and lung cancer, na kino-correlate po. Hindi necessarily positive or nag-i-increase yung ganito, mag-i-increase din yung isa. Pwede din mag-i-increase yung isa and mag-decrease or mag-i-increase yung variable 1 tapos mag-decrease yung variable 2. Pwede din yun na conclusion. That is correlational research or method. Causal comparative naman. Causal comparative research attempts to determine relationship OC. Attempts to determine relationship between independent variable and dependent variable after an action or event has been already occurred. So, tandaan, after an action or event has already occurred. Baka malito kayo kasi meron siyang independent variable. Kasi diba sabi ko walang independent variable, meron kaso hindi mo manipulate. Kasi sa causal comparative, nangyari na yung ginagawa mo. Ano yung example ng mga to? Yun yung case study. Kung baga, retrograde siya. Alam mo yung retrograde? Sa TikTok char. Retrograde meaning pabalik. Retrograde. Ino-observe mo na lang. Okay? Hindi mo siya ginagawa. Ino-observe mo na lang. Retrograde or para sa mga boomers, retrospective. Okay, example niyan. Ano ba yung example niyan? Example, yung tanong mo is how does a working mother affect a child's school absenteeism? Nangyayari na yun, di ba? So, natural phenomenon na siya, non-experimental. Yun nga, nangyayari na siya, hindi mo makokontrol yun, di ba? Yung pag-absent ng bata and yung kung meron trabaho yung, kung meron or walang trabaho yung mother, hindi mo siya makokontrol. Nangyayari na siya. Ang gagawin mo na lang is to observe. Okay? So, you are sa causal comparative, ginagawa mo dito is observation na lang. Okay? So, yun na. Yun yung end ng non-experimental research. Thank you guys sa